Hi everyone, welcome again to Not an Audio Review channel where I don't review audio gear. In my last video I replaced a $2,000 tube preamp and headphone amp with one that cost me $300 with like another $400 in tubes in it, and I felt pretty good about myself. And I ended saying, well, if that worked, what if I took a cheap power amp like the Fosi V3 monos and put Sparkos op amps in it? Maybe that could beat my $2,000 MSRP Parasound A23 Plus. Now, the op amps, from what I understand, basically do the same thing as the tubes in a tube amp, which is to say the actual business of amplifying the signal, though of course the electricity has to go through all these other components, which also affects the sound. And these Fosis are designed so you can just take out the op amp that came with it and replace them just like a tube amp, which is cool. And the Sparkos op amps are supposed to be one of the best you can get, and they're not cheap. And these are monoblocks, which means you need to buy two of them, one for each speaker in a stereo setup. But that's supposed to have some kind of noise advantages I don't really understand. And you can have shorter speaker cables and stuff. And each takes up to 3 op amps, though supposedly you only really need to change 2 of them because the third is just used for, where is it? Yeah, there. The third is just used for single-ended XLR conversion. But even these 2 monos with 4 Sparkos op amps, and even with the upgraded GAN power supply that Fosi sells because I wanted to set myself up for success, only comes out to around $700 new, much less than the $1,200 I paid for the A23 Plus used. And look at all the space I would save. I mean, look at the size difference here. Wow. So the A23 Plus is an old school Class AB amplifier, the kind that's been getting made for decades. Well, the V3s are Class D, which is newer and much more power efficient, which is why they can put out just as much power as the A23 Plus with a fraction of the size and total power consumption. So, did I do it again? Did I like these little high-tech guys as much or better than my old school power amp? I won't make you wait to the end of the video. The answer is no. No, not even close. These amps are dry, thin, papery, and dull. And if you appreciate me getting to the point, you can show your appreciation with a like and a subscribe or a comment before you click off. And if you're going to ask, oh, did you do a blind ABX test? Like, I don't need a blind test to tell me apple juice and orange juice taste different. It's not subtle. The Sparkos op amps definitely improve things, like they added soundstage and clarity and separation. It's remarkable, actually. You could see how in a good amp they might really do something. The TA-84 tube preamp definitely improves things too. It smooths the dryness out a bit, makes it almost passable. But like, given how these things have been hyped up, I was hoping for more of a contest. Yeah, I don't like these at all. Part of it is that I'm a sucker for smoothness, and these just aren't. But I mean, this isn't a review. I'm not here to help you make purchasing decisions, so I'm not going to try and figure out what use case you might want to use these for, or maybe you'd like them if you have different tastes than I do, if you like things that suck or whatever. I don't care. One thing that's interesting here, though, is that there's one group of people in the audio community who will see this and say, this makes me more trustworthy because I'm not saying I like everything and riding on the hype train for Amazon affiliate money. Not only do I not put affiliate links in my descriptions, I don't even have purchase links there because I'm not here to help you make purchases. But then there's another group in the audio community who will tell me this proves I'm not trustworthy because obviously, let me fix that. Because obviously all amps sound the same and I'm either lying or a victim of placebo effect. If I keep making these videos, I actually have a lot to say about the everything is placebo effect crowd, so be sure to subscribe if you want to see that. But for now, you know, I'm just some guy on YouTube. Feel free not to trust me if that's your thing. And if you already know everything sounds the same, why are you watching videos like this? Seems like you're just wasting your time. I will say that I like the form factor, obviously, and the UI. Like having an auto-on setting is easier than dealing with a trigger, and this is the only set of power amps I've had here that had an honest-to-goodness input switch on the front of the device. Like, why is that so unusual? You want to know the most annoying thing about the A23 Plus? So it has RCA to XLR switches on the back of the unit, but they're not actually input switches. They just give you better noise performance or something for the input they're set to. But if you have both an RCA and an XLR system going in, they'll both come out the speakers at the same time. In fact, even if you have both connected at the same time and sound only playing through one of them, the volume goes down, which is kind of crazy to me. So it has two sets of inputs, but you can only really use one, which is annoying for those of us with a solid-state preamp and a tube preamp who might want to switch between them without introducing some extra switching gizmo or whatever. Anyway, so the Fosi models handle that problem and even put the switches on the front. So that's nice. Too bad about the sound, though. Anyway, that's really all I have to say. I'll be sending these back. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment, and don't make purchasing decisions based on things I say. Bye.